It's been 50 years, Rwanda collaborating with Interpol International to combat crimes across the region, globally, and trying to see over the past 50 years what role Rwanda has played in that partnership. Here with me is Antoine, who is the head of Interpol and Cooperation Department at Rwanda Investigation Bureau. Sir, welcome for this to us.
Thank you.
Conversation.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me.
Yeah. First of all, can you give us a little bit of a background of the partnership between Rwanda and Interpol International?
Thank you. Yes.
How the partnership has been like?
Thank you. It has been 50 years now. Rwanda is partnering with Interpol as an organization. 50 years, it means 19 September 1974. That's when Rwanda was recognized as a member of Interpol as an organization. Rwanda has been active throughout in many domains. It had been deploying resources. This is statutory contribution. It had been deploying human resources. These are technicians from Rwanda, paid by Rwanda government to go and contribute to the implementation of Interpol as an organization objectives. I do remember that today we have 5 officials from Rwanda law enforcement, and when I talk about Rwanda law enforcement, I'm not differentiating RIB, Rwanda Investigation Bureau, from Rwanda National Police, because we all are member of that big organization. We have an official in UN since Interpol has an office there. We have 2 officials in Interpol General Secretariat. We have 2 officials in Regional Bureau Nairobi, Interpol Regional Bureau Nairobi, including the head of Regional Bureau today is a Rwandan. Today, in charge of all NCB, these are National Central Bureau. These are Interpol at national level. So he's the coordinator of all NCBs in Africa, is led by a Rwandan, based today in Interpol General Secretariat. So that's the second layer of contribution. The third layer is that we participate in we participate in general assemblies organized by Interpol, and we vote. By voting, we agree or disagree on the governance of Interpol as an organization. We participate in regional operations. There are some operations which are carried out under the umbrella of IAPCO, which is East African Police Chief Cooperation Organization, and we share sensitive data, criminal information. We operate against those shared information, and we came up with the clear understanding of criminal network, which will be followed, which investigation will follow then after. We are really active contributor in not only sharing sensitive data or criminal information, but as well criminals. We have been extraditing some criminals in various countries. We have been seizing stolen or lost travel documents and send them back or hand them back to their respective country. We have been impounding stolen motor vehicles, both stolen from various countries across the world, across all continents. I'm talking about American continent, European continent, African continent, Asian continent. We have been seizing cars stolen there and give them back to their respective country. And in so doing, I think that Rwanda is contributing not only to its national security by protecting its borders, but as well contributing to the regional security and global by ensuring no criminals enters our territory or exit our territory unknown. So to achieve that, the government of Rwanda, the senior leadership of Rwanda, has deployed resources, including technology, including sophisticated equipment, really, to make this mission a success.
That's very interesting. You have now given us a basis for this conversation. From a layman perspective,
yes,
just a simple person.
Yeah.
What is Interpol and what are its parameters of operation?
Interpol, as opposed to what the layman person think, it is an organization. It's not a body with executive mandate. It is a platform allowing member state, members of the organization working together. Interpol as the organization has put in place what we call policing capabilities. This may be mechanism, this may be way of doing business, which bring together member country so that they can support each other in criminal matters. I give an example. Interpol has, or member country of Interpol, realized that it's worth it to put together a secure communication system through which sensitive information, criminal information can be shared. It has been, Interpol has put together in place, it has established a criminal databases. Today we count 19, and we daily use 3 of them. This includes nominal database, whereby we can populate any suspect of any kind of crime, being transnational, being international crime, through what we call notices and diffusion. With that database, member country will populate the fugitive to be cracked down by the populating country and vice versa, which means if today we have a criminal called, I don't know, an example, Antoine Ngarambe, Rwanda will populate that Antoine Ngarambe in that database so that whenever is seen, is located, Rwanda is informed. So that way, the international community, the regional community will have supported us. And whenever they have a criminal put in Interpol database, once that criminal travels to our country through our gazetted border, he will be identified, located.
Okay, I get it.
Yes.
Now, let's see also additionally the relationship between immigration and Interpol.
Yes.
And police.
Yes.
And RIB.
Yes.
How do you
Thank you.
place your foot
Yes.
within these organizations?
As explained before, Interpol is a platform. Interpol is an organization. Interpol is a forum allowing member countries to work together. Who is the member country? These are law enforcement agencies, including RIB, including immigration, including Rwanda Revenue, including Financial Intelligence Center, including National NPPA, National Public Prosecution. All these are law enforcement clients to that organization that we call Interpol. It means with Interpol policy capabilities, once availed to any of those law enforcement, they can access wanted criminals, they can access stolen or lost travel document, they can access reported stolen motor vehicle. And that's how, and RIB having Interpol department under its structure will lead that link or all activities linked to Interpol. So RIB will give access to other law enforcement, police, immigration, Rwanda Revenue, FIC, NPPA, link or lead or credential to access Interpol or to access data which are in Interpol databases.
How do you curtail the abuse of such a platform? You can imagine if those individuals in different institutions
Interpol have
cannot behave.
Yes.
How do you curtail the
Yes.
abuse of the platform?
First of all, Interpol has a constitution established and agreed by all member countries. Today we have 196 Interpol members. Interpol has what they call RPD, Rules of Processing of Data.
Okay.
Interpol has resolutions which are voted every year to supplement, to enforce, to enlarge, to enrich the existing tools. Then we are there to make sure we have what we call DPO, Data Processing Officer, NSO, National Security Officer, is the one who provide accesses and who check periodically the usage of those accesses.
Okay. So in the abuse, to extend on that matter, in the abuse, there could be, there are huge and powerful, resourceful criminal organizations across the world.
Yeah.
Who conduct organized crimes.
Yes.
And they're very powerful, resourceful,
yes,
and connected.
Yes.
To protect the efficiency of Interpol.
Yes.
From such kind of organizations.
Yes.
Can you take us through the kind of mechanisms? For example, there's corruption, there's gangs that can penetrate and infiltrate Interpol to a point where it is ineffective in certain areas of operation.
The challenge of Interpol is not there. It's not from powerful criminal gangs. That's how Interpol came up with a strong, secured communication system. That's how they came up with dedicated IT specialists to protect those databases against any intrusion. Yes, infringement. So far, I've not yet heard about the corrupt officer from Interpol organization. And again, the structure is such as few individuals has access to those data, and I explain, once Rwanda populates a fugitive into Interpol database, Rwanda will decide who can access those data. That's how the system is set.
Then also, how do you ensure that maybe members of your team
Yes.
cannot be influenced
Yes.
through whatever means to populate a particular individual
Yes.
into the system
Yes.
when that person is not
Yes.
not qualified to
Yeah.
actually be populated?
Yes. Who fulfill conditions to be populated? Let me just take a live example. Rwanda, to populate
An individual.
an individual into Interpol databases, the file will have started from investigation team. It may be from RIB, it may be from police, it may be from any prosecution
Court.
or court. Then, to populate any criminal into the Interpol database, there is conditions. There should be an indictment signed by the prosecutor general. Otherwise, only this office can access, has the credential to click and upload the request of publication of a red notice or a diffusion, as we
What
call
about
it.
immigration?
Immigration are not allowed.
Really?
I'm telling you that immigration, only this office can request the publication of red notice supported by an indictment or a judgment. And again, once this is requested by the prosecution, RIB leadership should validate that request.
What do you go through? What are the parameters?
Yes, it means once the Prosecutor General has a full case with a defined crime in Rwanda Penal Code, enough evidence to suspect the person is a criminal.
Or being a flight risk?
Yes. Then punishable by Rwandan law. Then requested by the prosecutor, of course prepared by the prosecutor, but validated by the prosecutor general and submitted for transmission for population in Interpol database. Then that request is submitted to the Secretary General of RIB, who will escalate it to the higher rank and to lower rank. And then when we have it, having checked all those, then we can upload that
How long
request.
does it take for that process to be completed? Hours?
No, 24 hours. So by the time prosecution has decided to populate that criminal, it reaches here. So the office of the Secretary General just will say, Interpol, check and handle. then
You have never had cases where that procedure has been breached?
no, how? No.
No.
No cases. Sometimes we may wish. Sometimes we may wish to populate a case,
But
and maybe delays because the chain of command was not available to validate.
are there mechanisms where an individual can claim
Yes.
to check whether that process was respected for their own rights?
So this is not done with the knowledge of the suspect, but once the notice, once the notice has been published, they have right. There is an entity under Interpol governance, which is called CCF. Commission of Control of Files. Then individual can request the commission and maybe submit their request, their complaint. So it's only that commission will come back to us and request some details to confirm
Whether the process was...
Yes.
Do you have same or similar mechanism across the world?
Yeah.
Is it respected everywhere?
Yes. Because we have seen so many complainants complaining to CCF against their own government. Some cases are changed, some others, they are rejected, they are baseless, and this is across the whole world. It's not Rwandans only who can submit their claim. Americans, British, Russians, Chinese, so all over, yeah.
Have we had cases where member states or members who may not be as cooperative as we are, and we find ourselves dealing with complicated cases because there's no goodwill on the other side?
Sure. These are so many. Yes. No. It's, yeah, how do we handle it? So those cases are so many.
Really?
Because as I stated before, Interpol has no executive mandate. Interpol is a forum. Interpol is a platform allowing member countries to work together. So there's no Interpol coming to interfere in state decisions. States are sovereign to do or not to do. Reason why today we have more than 1,000 genocide fugitives across the world.
And so there are no mechanisms to enforce the culture in other jurisdictions?
No, there's no. So then,
one of the weaknesses of Interpol.
No, it's not a weakness. Because from the word go, Interpol is not meant to solve those kind of things.
Those are political issues.
Yes. From the word go, Interpol is a platform to let people meet and discuss.
So you can't bring rules there?
No. The Interpol has no rule to enforce.
Or in another jurisdiction?
In another jurisdiction. It allows you to communicate by providing the communication, the secure communication system. It allows you to support each other by establishing those databases where to put criminal information for whoever wants to collaborate. Interpol has put in place those notices without which some countries cannot arrest. and extradite. So Interpol has put that tool available for member country. Once I see a red notice, I decide whether to support my country fellow or not, provided by Interpol. So, but Interpol does not have mandate to come after, check how I handled the red notice of a suspect that I handled. So it's not a failure, it's not a weakness, because it's not under its mandate.
So on that platform,
so how do we deal with that? So once Interpol has availed the communication system, the database, the notice, and the member state does not want to cooperate, then we use diplomatic channel. We use other means, mutual legal assistance. We interact bilaterally. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Tell me how effectively Rwanda Investigation Bureau has, or Rwanda in general as a country, has managed to utilize this platform effectively and maximally.
Yes.
Some examples.
Yes. Rwanda has been too effective both ways. Rwanda has benefited out of the organization. Rwanda has made other countries benefit through the platform. I explain. There are some fugitives which came from Sweden, which came from Netherlands, who came from France, who came from Germany, who came from, and we received those fugitives, those criminals, because they were under Interpol notices.
Okay.
So we have extradited
them there.
Yes. And these again enhanced the bilateral cooperation with those countries in terms of judicial cooperation. So it is strengthened. Rwanda, by participating in those regional operations, we contribute with expertise, with resources, with sensitive information, which benefits others, and vice versa. Not only that, as I was saying, with our national mechanism, empowered by the highest leadership, we can identify reported stolen or lost travel document. We can impound vehicles. You see some of them outside there. And I do remember arresting individuals and extradite them to their populating countries. And this has really has enhanced.
One
Yes.
particular 2 or 3 cases where people are possibly even imagining whether Interpol played a big role. The case of Sankara, Rusesabagina. To what extent did you exploit Interpol?
Really, I was not around at that time, and I failed to comment. Yes, I failed to comment. But there are some other cases. Yes, there are some other cases.
High-profile cases.
Yes,
Even
yes. There is a criminal who was wanted by Guinea-Conakry, and at the same time who was wanted by Mali, and having Ghanaian passport. It was so complex, but with Interpol, him being on red notice and using that communication system, we have been able to manage that case and the suspect, the fugitives, was extradited effectively
To where?
to Guinea-Conakry because they were
What's our relationship with the regional countries?
so far in terms of Interpol cooperation, very well, because not only we deploy since, I don't remember, since more than 10 years now, we are present in Nairobi Regional Bureau, Interpol Regional Bureau based in Nairobi. We are very active in organizing Interpol events. In terms of, again, cooperation, police cooperation, I think next year, early next year, Rwanda is hosting YAPCO General Assembly, whereby Interpol Regional Bureau is the secretariat of the YAPCO. So it means that, again, Rwanda has been requested.
Tell me something interesting.
Yes.
Over the past years, let's split it from old way of investigations, counter-terrorism, countering crimes, the infrastructure, and then we come close to what is happening now.
Yes.
Contemporary crimes, organized technology, and abilities for criminals or suspects to beat systems.
Yes.
How equipped are we as a country to be able to play a big role and effective role on the platform?
I'm not sure that I will answer your question the way you asked it, because I want to remind that Interpol is not an investigative body. Interpol is an entity to facilitate investigative bodies to work together. And since then, Rwanda NCB, Kigali NCB, meaning National Central Bureau, which is the equivalent of Interpol at national level, has really improved in the way of doing its business, equipment, deployment, operations. So previously, before 2014, we could have only one single machine to cross-check all criminals, all suspected criminals, to check if they are known in Interpol database.
Really?
Yes. But since then, we have extended the system to borders. And last year, we have accomplished all borders. All borders has the Interpol I-247, which is the secure communication system, deployed at all borders, such as they can help check incoming and outgoing passengers instantly, 24 hours. And thank you, because even our officers doesn't do much, because the system, and that is innovation, that system has been integrated with immigration system, has been integrated with the Rwanda Revenue Authority system, such as when immigration is checking the passenger in or outgoing, they instantly check in Interpol database.
And they're able to let you go or not?
Yes, instantly. And the same to vehicles. And this is a big progress, an innovation.
Is it the same everywhere in the region?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, it is something special to Rwanda.
We are so far ahead?
Yes, we are so far ahead. Reason why...
So other countries benefit?
Yes, because we can, because yes, we can identify the stolen motor vehicle, we can identify the fugitive, we can identify the stolen or lost travel document, and for the benefit of others.
You want to mean we don't have any loopholes where failure of abilities in other countries can
affect us.
Spill over and affect us?
No, it's not that. They give us too much work, not them having the system. Because why should our officer impound a vehicle which came through from South Africa to Kigali?
Or from Canada.
Or from Canada to Kigali. You see, it didn't fly.
Those systems are broken?
Or not existent.
Oh.
Yes, they have not yet have that sensitivity.
So the ability for you to, for example, impound a stolen vehicle becomes more complicated?
No, we could have been doing something else when we were managing that that heat generated from Rwanda Revenue Authority. We could have been doing something else. We could have been doing something else when handling a case of lost or stolen travel document. So we wish others could have those, so that we focus on something else.
Tell me how many the capacity that your office has. You use Ribu's resources, or you have your own resources?
No. My department, we have digitalized it.
Oh, you can yourself.
Yes, you can reach yourself to Irembo. Yes, Irembo.
Okay.
Irembo. So this is a good news for our client. And the second one is that as we are talking about stolen motor vehicle, went about to all those used ones, which are those subject to be suspected or to be stolen and sold and found in Rwanda as stolen and impounded. We are telling our Rwanda citizens, Rwanda residents, it will be a free of charge service to verify for them. Yes, because Rwanda want to protect its citizens. We don't want you really going.
What you do is you get the vehicle.
Yes.
The
chassis number.
The origin.
Yes. The chassis number. They send us.
And then in the database, you're able to identify whether this car has been reported
or not.
And if it is clean, then
you can buy. And if it's not, then you will advise yourself to buy another car. And this is again something we want to bring to the attention of our public.
I have seen so many vehicles here that are impounded.
Yes.
What's the main source of this? Is it?
No. Some of them are from American continent. Some of them are from European continent. Some of them are from African continent.
And how do the owners get to know? Do you communicate, or you wait until somebody asks?
No. Yes. I've talked about the secure communication system. Once you impound them, not only the system will know that we have impounded and sent an alert message to the populating country, but the impounding country has the duty to send a message
that we have this vehicle here.
Yes, so this vehicle here now processed for taking it back. So
I hope the public has gotten your message. It's very precise and clear, and I appreciate for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for the good work you're doing for this country.
Thank you for the good work you're doing for this country, because by publishing this, we want people to know that we are there for them.
Okay.